If the Niners came out and said, Lance is our guy, he's our starter, is Jimmy going to request a trade publicly, or is everything that's going to go on with this is from his end with Don Yee going to happen behind the scenes? Because that would change the dynamic and maybe change the leverage if he publicly came out and said, I want out, get me out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he can request a trade. Like, the Niners are trying. I think they made it clear, we want to trade you. And he said, great, trade me. But what the Niners are going to say is, well, we can't trade you, and we're not going to, you're too good to release. We want you as our backup. And what Jimmy could say is, please, I've been a good guy. I never complained. It's my contract year. Don't make me be a backup. Don't do this to me. Do the right thing. I've always been right by you. I didn't take the surgery late just to spite you. I honestly tried to rehab. It's a misunderstanding, yada, yada, yada. Do right by me.
Yeah.
And that could give the Niners the out to be like, look, we didn't want to do this, but Jimmy requested his release. And you know what? We love Jimmy, and we don't want any hard feelings. So even though it's not business 101, it's not the best practice, we're going to do it for Jimmy. I mean, I think it's the best outcome, but I don't know that Jimmy will do it. It doesn't seem like it's really in character for him.
If he did do that and asked them behind the scenes, hey, release me, okay? And they did that, but they did it on their own terms at the beginning of camp when they wanted to allocate that money to Debo and Bosa. What's the reaction to that in the room? Because Kyle's very popular. Lynch is very popular. These guys are very popular with their team. Would they lose some popularity in the room if they are viewed to have damaged Jimmy's chances of getting a starting gig somewhere else?
That's true. That's possible. But I think it would be even worse if they held on to him all throughout camp and then cut him right before the final cuts, like the Patriots did with Cam Newton. I mean, the longer they hold on to him, the more that happens. The more people feel like you wronged Jimmy Garoppolo. But if you cut him as soon as he can pass his physical and say, look, we're not just going to give you $7.5 million check to walk away, but as soon as you can pass a physical, we'll cut you and you can leave. I mean, at least that would give the locker room clarity. Okay, our quarterback is Trey Lance. Got it. At least we know. Because last year, we knew it was Jimmy Garoppolo. You made it clear. This year, no one's saying anything. You're like, it's probably going to be Trey Lance, but we can't really say it. Like, that's not good enough.
Right.
You got to let the locker room know. You got to let the fans know who to support. Because we'll talk about it in a little bit. So, yeah, I think I would like him to request. It would be because John Lynch isn't going to step up. No one's going to do this unless Jimmy is the leader. And he is a natural leader. So hopefully he'll take the decision out of the Niners' hands.
Well, I think everybody at this point has Garoppolo trade exhaustion. The players, the executives, the fans, the media, everybody. Yes. So it's like, I think there'll be more focus. I mean, whatever. The one thing about this is that we all know the climate. Whatever the Niners do, there'll be an army of people saying it was the right move. They'll be like, literally,
that's true.
You think it was the right move? I think it was the really right move. You think it was the really right move? I think it's the perfect move. I mean, literally, there'll be people fighting each other to tell the public how great the move was.
Yeah, it's a cottage industry in the Bay Area. You just sort of say that not only are the local teams smart, not only are they doing the right thing, but they're brilliant. Right. They're light years ahead of the rest of the competition. Exactly. It's like, yeah, I guess.
And there was no other choice to be made. That's the other little wrinkle that gets thrown in. They did the right thing. They're worlds ahead of everybody else, and it was the only move that made any sense.
It's funny. You've had Vish on your show a couple of times. Vish is
he was great today. We had him on earlier.
Oh, nice. Vish is just baffled by Bay Area sports coverage. He's like, I'm in Chicago. They don't do it like this out here.
No.
I mean, they say it how it is with the Chicago.
Right.
But Niners are much different.